For years, the world of girls' love entertainment has been growing steadily, introducing audiences to unforgettable stories, talented actresses, and fan communities that stretch far beyond the borders of Asia. Every year, a new pairing captures the spotlight, but only a few manage to transform from popular co-stars into global icons. In 2026, one duo has continued to dominate conversations across social media, fan conventions, and international events: Faye and Yoko. What makes their journey remarkable isn't just the success of their projects or the number of followers they have gained. It is the way they have built a connection with audiences from different countries, cultures, and languages. Whether fans are watching from Thailand, Japan, the Philippines, Brazil, Europe, or North America, the reaction is often the same. People describe Faye and Yoko as authentic, approachable, and genuinely appreciative of those who support them. In an industry where trends can change almost overnight, that kind of lasting connection is incredibly rare. The year 2026 has become one of the biggest chapters in their careers. Nearly every fan meeting announcement has generated excitement across multiple platforms. Tickets have disappeared within minutes in several cities, and countless fans have shared stories of staying awake through the night just to secure a seat. For many, attending a Faye and Yoko event is more than seeing two actresses on stage. It is about becoming part of a community that celebrates positivity, creativity, and shared memories. What makes these fan meetings so different from many others? It starts with the atmosphere. From the moment the lights dim and the audience begins cheering, there is a sense that everyone in the room has gathered for the same reason. Some have traveled across countries. Others have saved money for months. Many carry banners, handmade gifts, or photo books documenting years of support. The excitement isn't only about seeing celebrities. It is about celebrating a journey that fans feel they have experienced together. When Faye and Yoko step onto the stage, they rarely begin with elaborate speeches. Instead, they greet the audience warmly, smiling at familiar faces and thanking everyone for making the trip. That simple approach has become one of the reasons fans admire them so much. Despite their growing popularity, they continue to present themselves with humility, often reminding audiences that every achievement is possible because of the people who believed in them from the beginning. As the event unfolds, there are games, conversations, performances, and moments of laughter that feel spontaneous rather than rehearsed. Fans often say that the strongest memories come from these unscripted interactions. A playful joke, a shared laugh, or an unexpected emotional story can become the highlight of an entire evening. Those moments spread quickly online, reaching millions of viewers who couldn't attend in person but still feel connected through clips shared across social media. The rise of Faye and Yoko did not happen overnight. Like many performers, both invested years in developing their skills before the spotlight became this bright. Acting requires patience, discipline, and resilience. There are auditions that don't lead anywhere, projects that receive little attention, and moments of self-doubt that every performer experiences. Their success today is built on countless hours of preparation that audiences rarely see. When they were cast together, few people could have predicted just how strongly viewers would respond. Their performances resonated because the emotions felt sincere. Instead of relying on dramatic gestures alone, they brought subtle expressions, thoughtful dialogue, and believable interactions to their roles. Audiences connected with those details, and before long, discussions about their chemistry were appearing across fan communities around the world. Social media played a major role in expanding that audience. Short clips, memorable scenes, interviews, and behind-the-scenes moments introduced new viewers to their work every day. One person would share a favorite scene, another would create an edit, and someone else would recommend the series to friends. Gradually, what started as local enthusiasm grew into an international movement. Soon, subtitles appeared in dozens of languages. Fan pages emerged across continents. Communities formed where people who had never met before discussed episodes, exchanged artwork, translated interviews, and organized projects to support Faye and Yoko. Many fans say they didn't just discover two actresses, they discovered friendships with people from all over the world who shared the same passion. As international recognition grew, invitations followed. Fan events expanded beyond Thailand, introducing Faye and Yoko to audiences eager to welcome them in person. Every successful event strengthened confidence that the GL genre could reach larger global audiences when supported by compelling stories and dedicated performers. One of the most inspiring aspects of their journey is how consistently they acknowledge the people around them. During interviews, they often thank directors, writers, production teams, and fans rather than focusing only on individual achievements. That attitude has earned them respect throughout the industry. Success becomes even more meaningful when it is shared. Many entertainment analysts believe that timing has also played an important role. Audiences today are searching for stories that feel heartfelt, inclusive, and emotionally honest. Faye and Yoko arrived at a moment when viewers were eager to embrace those qualities. Their work gave people characters they could care about and performances that stayed with them long after each episode ended. Yet popularity also brings challenges. Larger audiences mean greater expectations. Every appearance receives more attention. Every interview is analyzed. Every announcement generates intense discussion online. Maintaining professionalism under that level of scrutiny requires maturity, preparation, and emotional balance. Faye and Yoko have continued to navigate that environment by focusing on their work and expressing gratitude to supporters without losing sight of why they began acting in the first place. Perhaps that is why so many fans describe their success as inspiring rather than surprising. It feels like the natural result of dedication meeting opportunity. Their journey reminds people that meaningful careers are rarely built in a single moment. They grow through consistent effort, strong collaborations, and genuine appreciation for the audience. As 2026 continues, many are beginning to ask a new question. The discussion is no longer whether Faye and Yoko have become major stars. That answer already seems clear. Instead, people are wondering just how far this journey can go. Can they help redefine the global future of GL entertainment? Can they inspire more international productions, larger collaborations, and new audiences who have never explored the genre before? Judging by the sold-out venues, the worldwide fan projects, and the growing excitement surrounding every public appearance, many believe this is only the beginning of an even bigger story. And if the first half of 2026 has shown anything, it is that Faye and Yoko are no longer simply rising stars. They have become two of the most recognizable faces of a movement that continues to expand across the world, bringing fans together through storytelling, shared experiences, and the simple joy of seeing talented performers connect with audiences in a genuine and meaningful way. As their popularity continued to grow, something fascinating began happening that even industry experts hadn't fully predicted. Fans were no longer traveling only from neighboring countries to attend Faye and Yoko's events. People were flying in from completely different continents. Social media quickly filled with videos of fans documenting journeys that lasted more than 10 hours, some taking connecting flights just for the chance to spend a few unforgettable hours at a fan meeting. For many, it wasn't simply about seeing two actresses. It became a personal milestone. Fans described saving money for months, learning basic Thai phrases to communicate with local supporters, and creating handmade banners that represented both their own countries and the international community that had formed around Faye and Yoko. Outside event venues, the atmosphere often resembled a cultural festival more than a traditional celebrity gathering. Fans exchanged friendship bracelets, photo cards, fan-made merchandise, and letters. Some brought gifts inspired by their own cultures, hoping to share a small part of home with the actresses who had unknowingly connected people from opposite sides of the world. One fan from Brazil explained that watching Faye and Yoko's work encouraged her to study English so she could communicate with international fans online. Another from Japan said she had made lifelong friends through fan communities. A supporter from Germany shared that traveling to a fan meeting was the first international trip she had ever taken alone because the fandom made her feel safe and welcome. Stories like these spread rapidly online. Suddenly, conversations about Faye and Yoko were no longer focused only on acting. They became examples of how entertainment could unite people who would otherwise never have crossed paths. Industry observers noticed this shift almost immediately. Entertainment companies started paying closer attention to the incredible loyalty surrounding the duo. Fan meetings were no longer viewed as simple promotional events. They had become experiences that strengthened the relationship between artists and audiences. Every successful event demonstrated that international fans were willing to invest both emotionally and financially to support performers they admired. As demand increased, organizers faced new challenges. Larger venues became necessary. Security plans had to expand. Ticketing systems were upgraded to manage overwhelming traffic. Every announcement generated excitement across social media, and in many cases, available tickets disappeared so quickly that thousands of fans were left waiting in online queues long after the events had sold out. Those unable to attend still participated from home. Hashtags began trending worldwide whenever a fan meeting started. Clips of opening performances, emotional speeches, and playful games circulated within minutes. Fans translated conversations into multiple languages almost instantly, allowing viewers everywhere to experience the event together despite being thousands of kilometers away. One of the qualities that kept fans invested was the natural balance Faye and Yoko maintained on stage. They knew when to make the audience laugh. They knew when to become serious. They knew when to pause and simply allow the crowd to enjoy the moment. That emotional awareness created experiences people remembered long after the lights went down. There were evenings when laughter filled every corner of the venue as the two actresses teased each other during games. Then, moments later, complete silence would fall across the audience as they spoke sincerely about gratitude, personal growth, and the importance of never taking fan support for granted. Those emotional transitions became some of the most shared moments online because they revealed a side of Faye and Yoko beyond scripted performances. Fans often commented that success had not changed their personalities. If anything, greater popularity seemed to make them even more appreciative. Behind every successful event was an enormous team working tirelessly to ensure everything ran smoothly. Production crews, stage designers, translators, security personnel, photographers, coordinators, and volunteers all contributed to creating unforgettable experiences. Faye and Yoko frequently acknowledged these people publicly, reminding audiences that every achievement was the result of teamwork rather than individual effort alone. That humility resonated strongly with fans. In an industry where headlines often focus on glamour, many supporters found it refreshing to see performers consistently expressing gratitude toward everyone involved. Meanwhile, streaming numbers for their projects continued climbing. New viewers discovered their work every day through recommendations, reaction videos, and online discussions. Content creators from different countries began producing documentaries, reviews, and analysis videos explaining why Faye and Yoko had become such an important part of the growing GL landscape. Some critics praised their performances for bringing emotional realism to their characters. Others highlighted the careful storytelling that allowed audiences to become deeply invested in the relationships portrayed on screen. Whatever the reason, one thing became increasingly clear: their influence extended far beyond individual productions. They were helping introduce entirely new audiences to the genre itself. That influence carried responsibility. As public figures with a growing international platform, every interview, appearance, and project attracted significant attention. Expectations continued rising with every success. Fans hoped for stronger performances, meaningful stories, and opportunities to see the duo explore new creative challenges. Rather than appearing overwhelmed, Faye and Yoko often spoke about viewing those expectations as motivation. Every new project became an opportunity to improve. Every fan meeting became another chance to express appreciation. Every performance became a reminder of how far they had come from the beginning of their journey. Perhaps that is why so many people believe their story is still in its early chapters. Because when audiences look at Faye and Yoko today, they don't simply see two successful actresses enjoying a remarkable year. They see two performers whose careers continue to evolve alongside a passionate global community that grows stronger with every event, every performance, and every shared memory. And if 2026 has already delivered sold-out venues, worldwide recognition, and an international fan base unlike anything they could have imagined at the start of their careers, many fans now find themselves asking the same exciting question. If this is only the beginning of Faye and Yoko's global journey, what extraordinary milestone could possibly come next?